Well, I'm here at Nixa at Cobblestone Veterinary Hospital, and I'm talking with S.J. Brogdon. Hi, S.J.
Hi, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us. Now, what is your title here, first of all?
I'm the office manager.
Okay, and how long has this clinic been here, and who owns it?
Dr. Robertson is our owner, Dr. Paul Robertson, and he's been in his own practice for about 20 years.
20 years.
And 4 years ago, we built this new clinic. We've been very pleased with it.
It's beautiful. It
Thank
truly is.
you.
Can you tell me what makes this clinic special or different from some of the other clinics around?
I really think that we try to work very well with the clients and the animals. We want to make this a really good experience. Not only do we care about the client's experience, but we really care about that animal and how the animal feels here. You know, we want everybody to be happy and part of our family.
That's right, and I see that you have a part of your family right here.
Yes.
Who is this?
This is Bernie. He is our three-legged clinic kitty.
He's so sweet and he's happy. You can tell he's very happy.
He never stops purring.
All right, SJ, I heard about your fear-free practice, and I'd really like to know more about that.
Sure. About 6 months ago, we had Dr. McIntyre join our staff, and maybe he could tell you a little bit more about that.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Hi, Dr. McIntyre.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, about your background.
My background, as far as how far back would you like to know?
Well, how did you get into this business? Why did you decide to become a veterinarian?
Well, I grew up on a farm over at Lockwood, Missouri, about an hour west of here. And on the farm, you know, we had raised cattle and sheep and rabbits, and we had dogs and cats. And so we were always working on something. We were always doctoring something.
So you were an animal lover, first of all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It was one of those that even when I was little, probably 8 or 9, we started into 4-H, and through 4-H they had a veterinary education program, and got into that, and it was actually my dad that was the teacher, because he knew a lot about it, because you know we had treated the animals on the farm
at home
so much that it just seemed natural. And so when I graduated from vet school, I started working in Tulsa at an emergency clinic there, which is a little different than what your normal everyday practice is.
Right, you see more trauma in that situation than you do here.
Yes, the emergency aspect of it is we see a lot of your critical care patients, your traumas, emergencies, and it is something that trained me very well in how to assess things and how to think quickly, and because when you only have, you know, just a little bit of time to make a difference with them, it's a lot different.
And so what brought you over here to Cobblestone?
Well, originally I was in Shreveport, and then we moved back to Springfield when we had our first child, so we'd be closer to family, back with the family, and I started back in an emergency clinic here in Springfield for another 5 years. And while you're in an emergency clinic, you see a lot of patients come in from all the different clinics around, and so you can kind of assess, you know, what kind of medicine is practiced, and you know how loyal the clients are. That kind of tells you what they think of their veterinarian. And so while I was there, I was able to determine, you know, when I finally went back to general practice, kind of who I would want to work for.
And you know, it was something I did want to visit with you about, because I don't know that every clinic has this. It's a fear-free program. Tell me about that.
A fear-free practice, it's one of those things that whenever a dog or a cat comes into a clinic, they typically have an adrenaline rush. They get anxious, they get scared, and some animals are just fine. But then there's others that as soon as they notice a different smell or a sound, or like cats particularly, if there's a dog barking on the side over here, it agitates the cats, it works them up, scares them. And so one of the things that they do here is a lot of fear-free practices. And that's one of the things where we try to alleviate their anxiety. One of the things we do is we have a separate cat room and a dog room.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
so with the cat room, they don't have the smells of the dog, because they do notice those differences.
They're very keen with their smelling and those things.
And like our cat room, it has a window in it as well. And so it's one of those things that they see the outside stimulus, whether that's the leaf blowing across the grass or a bird flying by, and that kind of focuses their attention away from the noises and things like that they hear.
Right.
And so it helps calm them as well.
All the things that would make people feel more relaxed too.
Exactly.
Instead of somebody just waving their hands or whatever, just being soft and that sort of thing. I love that. Okay, Dr. McIntyre, what would be the differences when you were in Springfield as opposed to here in Nixa?
One of the differences is the economics of Springfield versus Nixa. The good thing about it is we still have all the same chemistry analyzers and all of that, so I can still practice the same high quality medicine I was in Springfield, but it is at a more economical price because we are in a smaller town.
Very good, very good. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility.
It is.
I love it. Tell us where we can get more information.
You can follow us on Facebook at Cobblestone Veterinary Hospital, or we have a new website that has just been added that you can find at cobblestonenixa.com.
Very good. All right, Cobblestone Veterinary Hospital. As you can tell, the animals are happy, and I'm sure you will be too.